we're doing Aquarius and Pisces. Apologies for not doing it last night. It was my nephew's birthday and we were out till late. At Miller and Carter Steakhouse, very nice. Let's get a little bit of sage. It's been a long week. I guess when a lot's happening, it moves quickly, but it is very, yeah, you've got to push through, haven't you? It requires a lot of stamina. There was a lot of emotional ups and downs. You know, that's the life of a teacher that works with teenagers for a living. And grown-ups. I made a new best friend at work. I'm absolutely loving it. I love that about life, you know, like unexpected encounters. Yep, really like it. She's in a different department. She's a maths person and I'm teaching English, but we started on the same day and we just get each other. Don't know how old she is yet. She got gorgeous ebony skin, so, you know, black don't crack. She could be 40 and looks 25. I have no idea. She's very striking looking, really beautiful. But we just laugh. Oh my god, we laugh together and, like, you know. Yeah, I overcame a lot of challenges. Got an interview as well, which is fantastic. That came through on Friday. Loads of good stuff happened. It's just like, if you're a teacher, you know, like seating plans and stuff, it's like a Rubik's Cube and you can really upset the apple cart. Trigger the wrong people. Anyway, yeah, we'll get there. Okay, so I've got to upload all of these readings onto YouTube and TikTok. These lives get split up and uploaded individually. By signs, they get through twice, not just on the lives. But the lives is where I get my new subscribers and interest people, so we do both. And then, of course, it will be the new weekly love readings this weekend. Interesting stuff is going on at the moment, with it being Mercury retrograde. We should see, you know, some big shifts where things have got stagnant, or hear from people where we haven't heard from people. It's a lot. These are collective readings. I don't answer individual questions in them. If you want a private reading, it's £18. You can email me. You can direct message me on TikTok or Instagram. Subscriptions will be starting soon, memberships. You'll get Native American Indian medicine wheels once a month. Nothing to do with love, to do with health, physical health, mental health, spiritual health, emotional health. They're really popular. And finance readings, business education and finance readings once a month, they're my most popular spread. So you'll get those monthly, and you'll get a how to read tarot as well. So without further ado, 3 cards for how Aquarius is feeling, please. Please don't spam the chat. I don't answer individual questions. These are collective readings by zodiac sign. When I start memberships, love readings that are collective will remain free. Okay. I won't be doing extended because these are already extended readings. I can't get any more information than what I already get in an hour. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles upright. The Eight of Pentacles is a good card. It's growth and expansion into the future. So this person is working incredibly hard. It's increments of time, money, and energy. You know, they're working on the future. 7 is the past, 8 is the future. So Aquarius, you're working hard, okay? You could literally be putting in the time at work. You could be doing overtime. But you have an intention to improve your finances and give yourself stability. You could have an intention to invest into a relationship as well in the future. What have we got here? We've got the Six of Pentacles upright with the Seven of Swords. What is going on? This is a nice card, the Six of Pentacles upright. It's trying to give equally to two different situations. You know, 6 is an even number. We've got the scales here. There's two people, and this person's trying to give fairly, okay? The Seven of Swords, though, is like, you can see from her body language, she looks like she's trying to get away with something, you know? Like she's just stolen something. She's trying to hide weapons. She's trying to hide something valuable. It doesn't feel like openness. It doesn't feel like transparency, you know? It's like keeping secrets, keeping things to yourself, plotting, scheming. Hi, Carpe Diem. There's a plot or a scheme here. And you are an air sign, so you are a thinker, you're a planner. You move in a very strategic way. You know, by the time you execute something, you've thought about it well in advance. Unless it's that kind of thinking on your feet when you're talking to someone. Oops, and you need to use a silver tongue. So you're working hard because perhaps you haven't shared this. You haven't been transparent about it, but you intend to give to two people. That's where I'm going to keep that one. Oh, I've had a very emotional week. Carpe diem. It's been up and down. Good things have happened. Crazy things have happened. I've been challenged at every moment by teenagers and grown-ups, but I've also been supported and encouraged by grown-ups and teenagers, so it's kind of cute, really. I have got an interview as well, which I'm really pleased about. Had a nice time last night for my nephew's birthday. And it's the weekend, my goodness, there's stuff to do, but I wake up, because I get up at 20 to 6 every morning. That's the time that I wake up this morning. So I've already been awake well before you guys. But I've been playing Fortnite Simpsons, you know, doing stuff that I want to do, not being productive for a change. It's got to be done. Looking forward to a swim and a spa tomorrow. 8 of Cups. Okay, we've got a bit more of a story here. You intend to walk away from someone. You are plotting and planning and scheming, Aquarius. You're leaving an existing person. And this is your justice. you plan to give to another. There could have been an overlap here in dealings. But you know exactly what you're doing. Let's get 3 to see who's showing up for you. You know who that person is. 4 of Pentacles. This is the miser, okay? So someone's keeping stun. They're keeping things to themselves. Look at that body language. It's mine. It's mine. That is the vibe, isn't it? Like, I will nail every piece of this house down and you will not take it. I will nail every piece of my heart down and you will not break it. Oh, it rhymes. We should carry on with this. It could be to do with possessions, or it could be to do with, you know, not giving like emotional vulnerability, because, well, it's insecurity either way, isn't it? It's insecurity. It's a sense of like, I gotta hold on to everything here. So we're not sure who this is at the moment. I can't help it. I was reading out Wordsworth because I was teaching about enjambment, and I'm just like rhyming everything. They've got the King of Pentacles reversed. Look how many pentacles we've got in front of us. You could have earth placements. They could have earth placements. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or money could be something of a contention right now. Someone's finances are not good and they're really trying to hold on to them. But when Pentacles cards are reversed, the money's falling out of the wallet. Do you see how this is? It looks like you're paying off debts. It literally looks like you're like, shit, I need to make a buttload of money and I need to pay someone and I need to get the hell out. That's what it looks like. And this is the person who's waiting for it. Because they've got considerable outgoings. The King of Pentacles, when it's upright, can be someone who's married. It can be, and I would suspect that you are married to this person, or were, because we've got the 8 of Cups, which is walking away from a serious connection. Okay, very serious, like living together or married. King of Pentacles upright is a solid provider. It is earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's someone who provides for others, you know, not just themselves. They have a good job, they have a home. One or all of these things. They could have children. When it's reversed, you know, that there's too much money going out. You're giving and they're taking, you know, but it might be stuff that you owe them. I don't know. But it results in you leaving. So it could be like what you owe, you know, like if you've left a situation that involves joint assets, property, cars, houses, subscriptions, you know, anything that's joint responsibilities. It does look like money is the bone of contention here. The Queen of Swords is a divorce card. Yeah, so it could be you that's asked for a divorce, or it could be them. But this person is possibly using, you know, words very harshly, because swords are communication as well as knowledge. You know, it's like air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, so facts, knowledge, communication, research. When swords are wielded aggressively, you know, we're saying things that cut deep, or we're literally blocking and severing ties, and we're only opening communication on a necessary basis. It's quite an aggressive energy, that quite cold, quite aggressive, angry, bitter. So I'd say this is the spouse. I'd say it's the spouse or ex-spouse. Let's get 3 for the outcome. It looks like they don't know that there's another person that you're giving to or intend to give to. In the outcome, the first cards that we've got are the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess, both reversed. If they were upright, that would be someone who's healed, someone who's, you know, really following their intuition. Because the Queen of Cups is like water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, being in your feels, starting to unmuddy the heart chakra, being forgiving, being patient, being understanding. The High Priestess is like a lynx, you know, hunting at night time. They've got their feelers out. They can sense any vibrations in the dark. They know what's coming. It's about being able to trust that everything's going to work out intuitively, okay? Because you're trusting your gut, you're trusting your sixth sense, your third eye chakra. It's, you know, the priestess, that's divine, your relationship with spirit. So the opposite of that is being unhealed, being impatient, unforgiving, bitter, and not knowing, you know, not having any faith in the wider plan, feeling like our world's crashing down on us. So I think that's their feelings. The Ten of Swords, yeah, world's crashing down. It's the end. The most amount of pain anyone can feel. After 10, it has to reset back to 0. The numbers run from 0 through to 10. Thanks, Carpe Diem. Oh, thanks for subscribing. That's great. Hi, Janessa. These are collective readings. So, you know, they should resonate, to be honest. If you follow your sign or the sign of your person, you'll get the long-term narrative. You know, if you follow it weekly, it should answer your questions. You keep trying to send a donation, but it keeps rejecting it because you use a modified YouTube app to get rid of ads. Oh, well, I really appreciate you trying to send a donation. Hi, Naveen. You don't know what her sign is. You can't find out the date of birth. You don't even need the full date of birth. You just need the month, which people tend to have on social media, don't they? Oops. Okay, last card for the outcome is the Nine of Pentacles, and that is the challenge. So it's about personal wealth. You as an individual, can I make it on my own? Can I be independent of this person that I'm, you know, leaving behind? That is the question. So you're on a journey of becoming independent of another another person that you were in a relationship with previously. And it may not have just happened, it could have been a while ago. But you're building up your finances, okay? And you're making your getaway if you haven't already. This is the exit plan. Excuse me, miss, I saw you from across the room. You know what I plan to do is listen to music today, because I put a bit of music on in the car when I was driving to and from work, because I have a long commute, and I was proper vibing off it. I think it's because I go to pottery and like they've always got music on, and they put in like 90s music on, and we were just, oh, it's vibing. I don't like, listen to music enough. Get distracted with PlayStation, or I'm busy working, doing my side hustle or my main job, and then I'm tired. But I need music. I'm sorry. I hate how much I've hurt you. I'm so sorry for all the pain I've caused. You didn't deserve any of it. So I feel like this person's made it hella difficult for you. They're not making it easy. What is it that this person loves or loved about you? Your voice has a therapeutic effect on me. I could listen to you for hours. Okay, so they're going to miss your voice. What is it that was, why is this relationship ending? Let's have a look. Other loves still involved with the past, cheating, secret affections. Okay, so one or both of you has basically fallen in love, with someone new. You're Scorpio and your husband's Virgo. Okay, so Scorpio and Virgo have already been done. So if you went out of this live and you wanted to find Scorpio and Virgo, if you look at the lives playlist, it'll say in the title of the videos, it'll be the most recent ones, which signs are covered. In fact, I think I did them on Thursday. Yeah, I did. On Thursday, I did Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. And the video before that will have Virgo. Because I did Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. And Libra, the videos before that. You can always get a personal reading. It's £18 and it's the same reading as this. It's like an hour. It's like such good value for money. I go really in depth with it as well. But to be honest, collective readings should resonate. Sometimes you've got the money, sometimes you haven't. Do you know what I mean? These collectives will always be free. Because I'm good like that. Let's continue. This is Hidden Features Oracle cards. So what previously went on in this relationship? Why is it ending? Watching shit go down, enjoying the gossip. Oh my God. Okay, so it's got to the point where it's kind of common knowledge that there's something going on. People may not know the ins and outs, or people may know the ins and outs, okay? There could be, a sense of like someone that likes to create drama. Self-love, love yourself, loving you, taking back control, finally being happy. Okay, so it's taught you a lesson. This relationship has taught you that you need to love yourself. It's a shame. It's a shame that, things are finite. Relationships and marriages are finite. Living dynamics are finite. If it's not working, if it's becoming toxic, I'm scared of what we could become. If you stay together after things have turned, it becomes toxic, and that's where you get, people in situations where there's domestic violence or, passive aggressive atmospheres in the house, people on different sides of the house in different rooms, arguing, moving out, moving back in, moving out, moving back in. It's not good. That's completely unstable, isn't it? So sometimes, the realistic thing is to call it a day, recognize that it is what it is. And you can, if you need to, you can co-parent from different abodes. It doesn't mean that you have to regret the marriage or regret having a family. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't undo everything you've achieved so far, but it does. It's huge because it requires mega change, which is not comfortable. It's such an upheaval. It can feel like you're starting right over from the beginning again, but that's what everyone has to do every time, they're out of a relationship. It's never easy for anyone. But it's what does it become when you stay together? Something worse, something really sinister. You don't want children caught in the crossfire of that, and you don't want that for yourselves, because that takes over work. It takes over your happiness, with friends, with family, your health. Nothing good comes out of this kind of like situation where we're playing games or, battling constantly. It's draining, and you can't sustain that for long. We didn't see this one. Enlighten truths, share your insights, spreading awareness with the power of honesty. Yeah, being honest, exercise self-love. Sometimes you just got to be honest, and say, I'm really sorry, but I just recognise that I'm not in love with you anymore. And it's so awful, but it's how it is, Let's get a message from this person that looks to be a spouse or an ex-spouse. We're on hold, but I'm coming back for you. Oh, they don't want to let go. I think we could tell that, couldn't we, by how angry they were. Let's get you some advice. How is this person showing up? What's their spirit animal? That's like something that can't go wrong, focusing on yourself. You continue to invest in yourself when you really don't know what's going on with your love life. You can't lose. Do you know what I mean? When you invest into your health, when you invest into your wealth, your happiness, it's only going to be attractive to other people if there's someone that you wish to have attention from. You're going to be more interesting to talk to. You're going to look successful. You're going to look like you would add something to this person's life. If they're playing games, they don't deserve your time and your attention. They've got to learn that you've got your boundaries. So that's exactly what you need to do. If you do feel that talking to this person is, not beneath you, it's not giving too much to a situation, and they're genuinely struggling, you can reach out. But if they're ignoring you, there's no need to keep doing that, is there? Okay, so we've got Dragonfly. So Dragonfly is all about, it's kind of like a sense of transition. There's huge change going on in this person's life, and dragonflies, sometimes you see them together, but often they're alone. They skim the water's surface, don't they? And they fly high. Very, very quick. I like dragonflies because they're very, like, silent, and I don't know, they're very beautiful looking, remind me of, like, helicopters as well. We had a dragonfly that used to chase all the children around the playground in Italy, and they would all scream. They were, like, 3 years old, and it was dead cute. Hundreds of kids just screaming and laughing. It knew exactly what it was doing. It'd come every single lunchtime and do it. Dead cute. I wonder if this person is a fire sign, actually, or this one who's a grafter. They work hard, they're, fast moving. They can be, like, quite vivacious. I get that kind of personality, but they're going through transition, and they might have a period of being, more independent soon. Yeah, well, you just have to, all you can do, carpe diem, is message, and if they don't reply, like, you don't keep messaging, you just, them not responding is an answer in of itself, and it doesn't mean they're going to feel that way forever, but you back off and you focus on yourself. But I guess if you don't message, like, you're part of the game, aren't you? Like, it's also on you. But my person that I'm dealing with is they're very much toxic in terms of they withhold communication for weeks at a time. And I find that to be very controlling. I find it to be quite narcissistic. It doesn't mean they're a full-blown narcissist, but it's traits of it's narcissistic tendencies, right? To try to control someone, breadcrumb, gaslight, withhold communication, thinking, well, by the time I do get in touch, they'll just be so grateful to hear from me. Like, they'll drop all the boundaries. No, I'm not going to do that. But I'm in a twin flames journey, okay? So I think it's my job to become more independent. And this is what I mean by following the long-term narrative of someone's life, because everything's changing all the time. But sometimes these connections that you have it based off people's behaviours and what's happened in their childhoods and how they're being with you, whether they're talking to you or not. You can work out that it's twin flames, or you can work out that it's a karmic connection, or something that's purely for you to put your boundaries up. You're not meant to be with this person. That's the point of tarot, really. It's not just to say, is this my person or not? Because that's too much of a, like, general. There's different kinds of connections sent for different kinds of reasons, and if you follow the long-term narrative for you and that person, you'll be able to work out, like, what it is that you've got and why. What is the purpose of this particular connection? Because connections have different purposes. If it's, like, such a easy, straightforward connection, it's very healthy, and no one leaves you with confusion. It just works. They court you, they woo you, they're very traditional and they're very serious, and so you get into a serious relationship quite quickly and quite easily, and they show up every time. They take care of your emotions, they consider it. When someone's going silent, or someone's, love bombing you and then sleeping with you lots and then disappearing, that's a game, isn't it? There's people that can promise things because they're not actually physically, practically, financially, or emotionally available to you, but they kind of enjoy taking your sunshine or whatever because it's cheering them up. And it might not be premeditated, but it's the result of what they're doing. That's the result anyway. So, you know, it's about recognizing what it is that someone's doing and whether it has any legs to go anywhere. Twin flames can end up together, but it just depends, like, if they learn enough, if they stop doing these behaviours. I think mine stopped and then he's gone back into his old ways. So that's a bit depressing for me, to be honest, at the moment. Let's get some more advice. Hi, Gavin. Oh, that's a really nice message. Thank you. That's what I mean when I say, like, you can never go wrong pouring into yourself. Spend time with people who are there for you time and time again. Like, whether it's your mum, your dad, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your best friend. Pour into people because they're pouring into you when you're fussing over people that are just letting you down. Do you know what I mean? So spend an appropriate amount of time thinking about it, because you're allowed to miss people and be confused, but you don't spend all your time like that and be like shit company or forget to repay people for them sort of being reliable. You got to pour into the ones that are being good to you, haven't you? Clarity of mind. That's like, when you talk about that, this spouse, you know, advice to the cross watcher would be exactly that. Like, pour into yourself, spend time with people who are showing up for you. Don't be chasing after someone and apologising to someone that's like making an exit plan because they've fallen in love with someone else. You are wasting your time, but you're wasting your heart, you know, your tears, your blood, your sweat. You're giving it 110% and you get nothing back for it. Get what's owed, box it off, move on. Don't invest emotion into that anymore because it's done. It's done. You're swimming against the tide and you're going to get exhausted doing it, you know. Clarity of mind. Okay, so it's becoming clear what it is that you want. You're making your plan. You're making moves, Aquarius. If you swim against the tide and you don't think of another way to do things, there's only one way it can go, and that's drowning, you know. Oh my God, move on. Both of you need to move on. Soul truth. Let's get soul truth. Yeah, it's hard. It's so hard because the heart wants what the heart wants. And you can't believe, you know, that someone just isn't looking at you the same way anymore. And you feel like you've done nothing to deserve it, nothing to warrant it. But it's not a financial partnership. It's not a business partnership. It's not a business arrangement. And you can't make someone be with you. Relationships, friendships, and family, even if someone's a blood relative, you don't like have to be with them. You don't owe them anything. And it's the same when it comes to you. Unfortunately, they don't owe you anything and they don't have to be with you. Everything should always be by choice, you know. We're not chaining people up, we're not tying people up, we're not shooting their kneecaps, they can't leave us. What is the point if someone doesn't, if their heart doesn't belong to us anymore? Then their body doesn't belong to us, do you know what I mean? Their mind doesn't belong to us. Like, where can I ask for more help in my life? Until we can receive with an open heart, we're never really giving with an open heart. When we attach judgment to receiving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment to giving help. Yeah, like, you're not judging other people for asking you for help when they need it. So why are you judging yourself like that? Do you think other people are judging you? Drop the ego okay? And reach out to people, because this is a time of need. Today's soul action. Today, ask someone for help and receive it with an open heart. Today's mantra, I ask for what I want and I'm open to receiving it. You can ask your angels for help. You can ask the divine and say, I just want this tied up now. Or I just want like to heal and move on. Whatever it is, whether you're the cross watcher or this reading is about you, you're allowed to ask for support. But ask people around you as well, like people who always show up for you. Friends, family, colleagues, whoever it is. People enjoy to be there for you. They take it as a privilege. If someone comes to me and opens up to me, I don't care who it is. If they open up to me, I really feel like, wow, they trusted me to share that with me. And it fills me with yeah, I feel content. I feel proud that they chose me to tell, and confide in. And they think, even if I haven't got a solution, or even if it's something I've never experienced before, they just needed someone to listen. Let people be there for you, You might be someone that has a problem with doing that. It's not like you got to run around telling everyone, but you can choose some people. I can't pick the card up. That's why it just sounds like scrabbling at the table. Okay, animal spirit. Fox and clever, you are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. Oh, so we've got a hint of romance, okay? So when is Aquarius going to meet somebody new? Or if they've already met someone, which it implies that you have, when are you going to be able to be with this person properly? Or when will there be communication at least? Look, all these cards coming out. Let it happen organically. Things happen sooner when you focus your energy on you. Spirit agrees with me. Time is still unknown. We've got September. Focus and refocus and stop waiting for it. Okay, so we could be in for a bit of a bumpy ride here. It's not necessarily going to be smooth sailing, but it's about going with the ebbs and flows. Don't swim against the tide, you'll exhaust yourself. Okay, just deal with certain things as and when they come up, how, the best way that you can with the resources that you've got as you get them. It's just like that, isn't it? One step at a time, deal with the things that you can, and don't try to get absolute results, with immediate effect or force anything, because it's bigger than you. This is big stuff that we're dealing with here. It's bigger than you. So you're gonna have to do what you can when you can, as you can do it. All you can do is do your best, Rowan. There is no need to fear, dear one. Protected you are, and protected you will always be. Oh, that's lovely. What's in those pictures? That's like a little creature, isn't it, that's sleeping under the tree? What are those? It's like precious gems, like diamonds or something. Diamonds are like, they're the strongest structure, aren't they? And they're considered to be very precious. Then you've got like mycelium, like fungi, and they're like part of a major network. They carry nutrients to the trees, don't they? Like a big spider web underground. And they help to replenish, like they move different nutrients around to different trees that need them more. This looks like hibernation. It's all like a sense of protection, revitalization, strength. Oh, it's really nice, actually. I like that. It's that kind of thing where you've got to recharge your batteries, haven't you, to withstand a certain storm or to get through certain tests. You're going to have to take time out, much needed respite. You're going to have to allow yourself to recharge your batteries to keep up the good fight, you know. Know what battles to pick and try to win them, but take rest in between, and you know, you'll get through it. Pace yourself. It's not about going hell for leather into stuff and then, you know, giving up all of your energy, all of your time, all of your money to something and then expecting an absolute result, like straight away. Like, if you preach anything like that, it's probably not going to work. Because this is big stuff now. You're satanic. I'm not a demon. I'm an earth angel. Take your dirty words somewhere else, please. Definitely not Satan. I help people for a living. I'm a teacher in high school. And tarot's helped me to work out my own personal journeys, and I'm here to help others. I'm the Hierophant, I'm the teacher, I'm a high priestess. I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I'm trying to help people. I don't come into your place of worship and kick over your chairs, so don't come into mine and do that, because that's what you're doing right now. You can tell yourself you're a good person, but it appears that you're not doing very good things with your time. Be open-minded, be tolerant, let people find their own way in life. You don't have to brainwash anyone by spouting rubbish like that. Eclipse truth. Hidden truths are being revealed to you. Embrace the clarity that follows. You've had clarity twice. Look at this. You're becoming clear on what you want. Okay? Where you might not have been sure. You could have been 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Or just terrified of making a decision at all. You know what you want now, okay? And that's quite nice because it allows you to get focused. You can't focus on your goals and actively work towards them if you don't know what it is that you want, right? So it seems like you do know what you want now. Okay, take care. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel, hype the channel, donate if you wish to, give me a super chat and a shout out if you wish to. And I will see you in the next one, Aquarius. If anyone feels like, you know, called to have a personal reading, they're £18. I'll just tell you while I put the cards away. You can email me, jen3585@gmail.com. It's in the channel description. Or you can private message on TikTok or Instagram. Remember to watch your sign, the sign of your person. Sometimes signs that you cusp with resonate. or your moon sign resonates. You can check out those as well if you wish to. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. If you're sticking around to watch the Pisces reading, you're very welcome. Memberships will be starting in a few weeks. In the membership, you'll continue to get your free weekly love readings, but you'll get a monthly Native American Indian medicine wheel, which tells you about your physical health, your mental health, your connection to spirit, your emotional health, and you'll get a monthly business, education and finance reading. Both are really, really popular spreads, which is why I put them in. And you'll get a How to Read Tarot series as well. I'm just like trying to sort out the paperwork for memberships at the moment. Tax stuff. I think I can get a super chat because someone gave me one the other day, so I don't know why that didn't work today for Carpe Diem, but I'm just so happy for a like and a share or a repost, a sub at the moment. Okay, so we're going on to Pisces. Let's change this. I'll say goodbye to the water bearer. I like these cards, but I don't know why I didn't get a Gemini one. I'll have to try and get one because I like them. I don't want to get rid of them. Oh, my legs are cold. Where's my other amethyst? Here it is. Hi, Renee. Already. Fancy being called satanic. Surely you go to a bad place for saying things like that to people and kicking people's chairs over in their place of worship, calling people things. It's a very closed-minded way to be. I'm an omnist, so I don't denounce any religion. I love learning about different religions. You know, I've lived in other countries. I've lived in Muslim countries. Hinduism is very much related to tarot because you talk about previous lives. You talk about karma. You know, the Wheel of Fortune, when it's reversed, is being trapped in a karmic cycle. And what religion doesn't teach you about learning life lessons? You know, breaking out of bad habits, temptation. Religion should be choice. You shouldn't be shouting at people and telling people that they've got to believe what you believe. Just let people study it and find their way, you know? I'm not a scammer. I help people for free, you weirdo. What a weirdo. Oh my God. This person's so angry that they're not making money like other people. So that means that they're jealous, right? They're jealous. If you help people, you're allowed to take payment for that. It's like charities, you know, pay people a salary, because who can afford to live without payment for their time? And people put their own money and energy. I buy all this stuff. This cost me money. This wasn't given to me. I didn't steal it from anyone. Look how much effort I put in. Look how much time I put in. Why would I not get payment for that? I've done this channel for 1.5 years without any payment. Okay? So I don't know why people think that I should give my time for free, or why this isn't helping people. It is. So I don't know. I don't, I don't know why you're so angry. I can only think that you're jealous. They're like, oh, I'm going to buy these cards and then I'm going to scam people and I'm going to make money off it. How is it a scam? If you're a chef, you buy food, you prepare it with your own time, money and energy, and then you sell it to people. And that's what a restaurant is. It's not a scam. I spend time, money and energy doing all of this stuff. I give you my time, you know, I give you my energy. I buy nice things for you. I give you my services. It's not a scam. I don't understand, like, where the accusations come from. It's just jealousy. The bus taking you, you know, to Liverpool isn't a scam. The bus has to, like, be constructed and someone has to give up their time to drive it. And it takes lots of petrol. Like, it's not a scam. This is a service, same as anything else. It requires my time, my money, my energy. It's not a scam. I don't know. I have to laugh because some stuff is just, you can't get through to some people. Spirit guides, the universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Pisces' highest good. How is Pisces feeling in this second week in November 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Pisces is feeling, first of all, please. The 4 of Cups is in the challenge position. Now, the 4 of Cups, when it's upright, is someone who's got their eyes closed, they're lying down, they really, you know, they're shutting out the world. This person is not interested in an offer of emotion, whether that be an apology, whether it be romance. They're not interested. When it's reversed, it's a positive thing, okay, because it means we're open to offers once again. This is the challenge. It's like, can I open up my heart once again? Hi, Elizabeth. The 4 of Swords reversed. Okay, so the 4 of Swords, when it's upright, is someone who's taking much needed rest. You know, it looks a bit like a warrior that has got a battle, you know, tomorrow, and they're taking rest because they know that they need to regain some strength. They need to recover from the day. It's part of, like, it's part of life. You know, you can't be active all of the time. When it's reversed, it's being restless, okay? So that they're not allowing themselves to rest. They can't relax. So that's how you're coming across at the moment, is like, you can't relax. You want to open yourself up to love, but you've got reservations about it for some reason. I think I understand after your last reading did show somebody quite toxic, to be honest. I mean, take your time. You don't have to rush into a relationship. Even if you think it's quite nice to have a relationship and it would be nice to meet someone, you can still wait, can't you? Or make things move super slow with someone. The King of Cups upright with the Strength reversed. Well, the King of Cups upright is someone who's being forgiving, patient, understanding, open heart chakra. It's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, so you're showing up in your own energy as being full of emotion, and emotionally, well, by itself, exclusively, this would be showing up emotionally balanced, but it's not. It's with the Strength card reversed. See, there's a need to be emotionally strong. You see how she's trying to tame the inner beast. This is Leo energy, this is fire, and, lions are terrifying. They're protective, they pace up and down, they're in charge. Size of the paws, size of their roar, like terrifying, absolutely terrifying. So she's trying to tame this fire. It makes sense when you talk the cards through. It makes sense, doesn't it? Like, the opposite of fire is water, the opposite of anger is calm. The opposite of impatient is patient. So you could be really fighting your emotions at the moment, trying to be calm, but you kind of got all these like mixed emotions, like in a state of flux. It's difficult to get grounded. Right, who's showing up for you is the Four of Pentacles reversed. The Four of Pentacles, when it's upright, is someone who is clinging on to what they've got. That body language is like, I'm not letting go of anything. This is mine. This is mine. When it's reversed, it's someone who's kind of prepared to invest once again after a period of keeping to themselves, holding on tightly to finances, holding on to their heart. They might be prepared to invest once again. Ooh, Ten of Cups reversed. There's unhappiness within a family home. There's division. Because when the Ten of Cups is upright, everyone's cup is full, Yourself, your spouse, your children, or whoever lives in the home together. You don't have to be married, you don't have to have children, but whoever lives in the home together, that's a happy family unit. They're all hugging, they've all got their eyes closed because they feel safe, they feel like they can trust the other person. They're embracing each other, they have love for one another. It's really, really nice, isn't it? When it's reversed, there's division, there's a lack of trust. Maybe that's not someone who's willing to invest again. Maybe it's someone who feels like someone's prizing the pentacles out of their cold, dead hands, like maybe it's insecurity. The pentacles are falling out. The Five of Swords reversed with the Seven of Cups. This is being at a crossroads. This is like being an artist with a blank canvas in front of you. It's thinking, what do I want for myself? Trying to choose, from these cups, like, because in some of the cups is good stuff, like success with that laurel wreath. And in some of the cups, there's snakes. In one of the cups, we've got riches, cooperation, teamwork, community. I don't know what that is, but it looks creepy as hell. I don't know what that is. It looks like someone in a cloak. And that's a dragon. And I don't know what this is for, this one. It looks like Medusa, doesn't it? This is someone who's like really heavily thinking it over, like where am I going in my life? Like, what do I want next? And then the Five of Swords, when it's upright, is having the last word, and swords are communication, and everyone's walking off in different directions. Five is never good in tarot. Five is the Five of Cups is grief, sadness, loss, regret. the Five of Swords is arguments, division. The Five of Wands is, what is the Five of Wands? Arguments, you know, physical conflict, external conflict with others, altercations, or inner conflict, like being completely mixed emotions about something. The Five of Pentacles is a lack of money, time, or energy. So Five of Swords reversed is trying to avoid division, trying to avoid arguments. It looks like this person is at a crossroads in their life. They don't feel like there's a happy family unit anymore. Maybe they are ready to invest somewhere else. Maybe it's going to cost money, you know, to get their own place. So I feel like you're going to meet someone who's already got children and they've just left a spouse or a partner that they live with. You know, they're moved out of a family home. I don't think, well, you could be their spouse, but I see you more trying to, I don't know why I see it as like a separate situation. Let's get 3 in the outcome and see if it makes sense. Page of Pentacles, that is when you are actively looking. You're looking around you. Are you watching from Las Vegas? That's cool. Hi, Sandy. Page of Pentacles is actively looking to invest somewhere new. Okay, so I think that's the person that's coming towards you. I think you're trying to get over something from the past. I feel like you're your own person because you closed off to love. And then there's like a sense of restlessness because you do want love for yourself, but it's like you got a lot of anger, disappointment, you know? So that's why I feel like you're not the spouse. You could be because you're a king, but you could also just be someone who's got their own place or a high-powered job, or you may have children of your own, be a single parent, a divorcee, or someone that just is very caring, patient, emotionally intelligent, you know? Oop, jumped out my hands, that one. The Tower. Yeah, so this person is leaving and it's going to cause like mayhem in this family dynamic. Towers look terrifying, okay, but towers are just major change. The tower must fall. Existing structures that are in place must be broken down. And just like Lego, they'll be rebuilt with better foundations, brick by brick, in a way that's purposeful, in a way that makes sense, and it'll be stronger, more secure. Okay, so towers fall so that something better can be in place. Ooh, fast action, progress, fast communication with the 8 of Wands. This is like a full-scale attack on a city that they want to take down. You know, this is a takeover. So, an ambush, a takeover. So, this is, you know, this is a card of change, movement. It's fire energy. When is Pisces going to meet this person? Distract yourself from the waiting game, okay? I think you're still healing, so I think that's good advice, to be honest. Focus on yourself and just, you know, enjoy the knowledge that you have got someone very responsible, someone who is capable, you know, is aware of their responsibilities, but is just at a point in their life where, you know, they recognise this isn't their place anymore. At least not when they're going to lay their head down to rest. You know, like, you can still be a parent to your children without living in the same house as them, or they may, you know, bring the children with them, but the thing is, they won't be in a partnership with, you know, with their spouse or the mother or father of their children anymore. Okay, so right now you need to focus on your healing. So we'll get you some advice, but first let's see what was going on in their connection. This is a reading that's collective by zodiac signs, so you don't ask your questions, you just watch it. If you want a personal reading that's private, it's £18. But I don't take questions. I can start live Q&As when I've got like 4,000 watch hours, but that would always be called a live Q&A. Do you know what I mean? And you would pay like £10 or something for a question. So in this person's relationship, what went wrong? Why are they leaving it? Let's do a bit of digging. Self-righteous. Okay, so their ex had got self-righteous. There was a tangled situation. They could have been dealing with a runner. And a sneaky snake. Yeah, they could have been cheated on, to be honest. Skeletons in the closet, not telling the whole story. They could have been cheated on. It's difficult, isn't it? Because a lot of people aren't in love anymore and they stay together because they've got children, because they put a lot of time, money and energy into assets, and everything's so tied up. They don't want the judgment from the children for leaving, or they don't want to upset them, disappoint them, you know, but cheating is what happens when you stay together and you're not in love anymore. So it's not always the best thing to do. I get it. I get that it's a very tough decision. Even if you haven't cheated and you leave, maybe you're still going to be viewed as the bad guy, or the bad woman, for a while. But that's why it's best to try and explain, you know, together as a unit, like, this is what's happening and why, and we're still your parents, you know. People have done it, people have managed it. It doesn't help if the other person doesn't want it, because they'll obviously work against you as much as they can. Boundless spirit, your only limits are the ones you put on yourself. Okay, so this person could have felt very limited by this connection at times. Okay, it's not made them happy. At least not recently. They fucked up. Yeah, they were wronged by the other person, I think. Game over. We've got running away again. Total drama. Sex shop. So either this person cheated or the other person did, but there was infidelity. They're trying to exercise self-love now. Loving you, taking back control, finally being happy. I suspect that they were cheated on, okay, because it says taking back control, so they could have tried, you know, and tried to be a family unit and really work on it, but once you're giving something 100% and it's still not working, you've got your answer, haven't you? You can't do any more than that. I'm going to have a proper duvet day today. There's something behind your eyes. What are you hiding? There's secrets, lots of going behind each other's backs. Could have been joined, but it feels like they were cheated on. I think they need time to heal, okay? And I think you need time to heal, and that's why we're not being given an exact time for when this is going to come in. What is this person going to love about you when they meet you? I'm thinking of you in this very moment. I miss you. Ooh, is it someone that you already know? Or if it's not someone you already know, they're just going to be so, like, into you that they're going to miss you so much, like, when you're not around them. I mean, that's kind of a given, isn't it, that happens, but that's really sweet. That's cute. Let's get more advice for you then, Pisces. Hi, Leanne. Anything you want to find, it's out there somewhere. Oh, so you're being like, you're going to have your hope and your faith restored in miracles because this person's being delivered to you. Soul truths. What is the soul truth? Do I surround myself with people who lift me up? The people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you step into your greatest potential? Today's soul action, make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself and clarify if there is anyone in your life who no longer serves you. Can you love them from a distance? What do I resist feeling right now? We have to feel it to heal it. In order to let go of pain, we first have to honour its existence. Emotions are like waves. Some are soft, some are fierce, some are layered, and some will sweep you off your feet. When we allow ourselves to feel it all, we can then release what no longer serves us. Okay, so for me, that's like crying is like a pressure valve being released, isn't it? You know, if you don't let that pressure out, it kind of builds up and you get all these toxins in your body. You need to cry, you need to let stuff out. And it's not nice immediately after because you feel drained, but 24 hours later, you'll be reset. Today's soul action, allow yourself to feel this wave. Let it move through you, no matter how long it lasts. Then release it back into the ocean. Feel it, heal it, enjoy the sweet freedom within your soul. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired, well, you've got desire twice, haven't you? Is it on this one? Yeah, desire list. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? Burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Oh, that's so cool. We've got to hold this up here, haven't we? Today, go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. You're being asked to just follow your happiness, okay? It's not about duty. It's not about obligation. Not anymore. Now it's about what makes you happy. Okay, is there a place that you've always wanted to live? Is there a pastime that you've always wanted to do? Is there a country you've always wanted to visit? A city you've always wanted to visit? Is there a type of person that you know, would love to crush on? Or, you know, if you missed having amazing sex, or if you missed, like, having someone who's hella reliable, someone who's emotionally intelligent, someone who isn't confusing. What are the things that you want? Do you want to meet someone through your hobbies? Do you want someone who's also into what you're into? Like, what is it that you want? Okay, this is not a bad place to be. This is a really nice period where you get to think about what you desire. Okay, because we get used to not thinking about that. We don't even factor it in after a certain, you know, time of being that way. We're just not used to even allowing it. Oracle. Spirits of other worlds, tell me tales of the unknown. Tell me tales of the forbidden. Ooh, go after what you've forbidden yourself to. Sacred waters, drunken by the swell. Sorry, that's my tummy. Drunken by the swell of the sea, I can feel the blanket of her embrace, unafraid of the presence releasing the cords. I call her in, I call her deeply within. The swell of the sea and sacred waters is like letting your emotions come in, even if they're negative ones. If it's scary, if you know it's going to feel uncomfortable, it might make you feel some kind of way physically. You know, it's not nice when your nervous system is shot for like 24 hours after. You just feel wobbly and jittery, but you kind of need to let it happen, and then you'll feel like so much calmer and steadier and like back to normal the next day. It's part of grief, right? That's toxic stuff that's building up in your system. You need to let it out. Okay, let's get you a Celestial Realms card. Galactic dreams, your dreams shape your destiny. Dare to dream big and watch them manifest. That's beautiful. Look at that. It's beautiful. Did I get you an animal spirit card? I don't think I did. If I did, I apologise. All it means is you're getting another one. Ooh. Dragonfly and magic. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. I really like that. Sail high, you know. Right, I hope you enjoyed this reading, Pisces. If you did, please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel, hype the channel. Send me a super chat if you want to reward me for my time, money and energy. And I will see you in the next one. I'm actually going to be filming, well, I need to upload all the signs from this week today. So depending on how long that takes, I'll either go live tonight or tomorrow with the new weekly AllSigns. Okay, it takes me ages to upload, but I'm not doing anything else today, so I'll get to it. I'll play The Simpsons at the same time. Subscriptions will be starting in a few weeks. Memberships will include a monthly Native American Indian medicine wheel, which will contain your physical health, your emotional health, your mental health, and your connection to spirit. A monthly finance reading, business, education, and finance. My most popular spread. And how to read tarot, because I know it's nice to learn about the tarot cards, and I talk about the ones that come up as they come up, but I'll go through the tarot decks in a more methodical way. Okay, so yeah, that's exciting. Memberships in a few weeks. If you want a personal reading, you can email me. It's in the channel description. Or you can private message on IG or TikTok. Payment is by PayPal, or you can ask me for my bank details and do it that way instead, because I know some of you can't do PayPal. Right, take care. Have a lovely rest of your weekend, and I'll speak to you soon.